Hare Krishna. So we'll continue reading from Kaṭha Upaniṣad. Yesterday we did Shloka 20 in the first Adhyaya, first volley, and this was a key question and a key boon asked by the Nachiketa to Yamaraj. So just to remind yourself, this is what he asked. Nachiketa said, "There is a doubt, when man dies and is qualified for liberation, does he exist or cease to exist? Cease to exist. Learning from you, I should know about liberation and the means. This is my third boon amongst the three." So this is the question that naturally came. First boon was to pacify his father, that father doesn't feel angry, he's not in anxiety, that what happened to my son, I curse him to die, I send him to Yamaraj. So what will happen to him? So first, that was the first boon by Nachiketa, to make father free from anxiety and free from anger towards him. Second one was to know celestial fire, yagya, how to go to the Vaikuntha, how to go to the life of Amrita, immortality. And now he's asking, once you get moksha, what happens then? Tell me the nature of the moksha, tell me what is the position of the liberated soul. And you remember yesterday we had Madhva's translation. Some say God is as a regulator even after death and liberation of a person, while others say he is not. Thus there is doubt in this respect. I wish to have this knowledge instructed by you. This is my third boon. So Madhva specifies here that what happens after moksha? Are we still under dominion of God or not? Is still he controlling and ruling and overseeing all other entities? Is he still maintaining us? Do we retain our individuality and have eternal relation with God? Or we become God, or we cease our existence, or we disappear, or we remain conscious, or merge into Brahman? What is it? That is the question. Particularly here, is God still regulator of the jivas or not? So that was the question. So now we are going to see the Yamaraj's reply, text 21. Devaratrapi vichikitsitam pura nahi suvigyeya manuresha dharmaham anyam varam nachiketo vrinishva mamo parot sirati masi jainam. Now, the Yamaraj replies like this to this question. This personality, who is called Dharma, is extremely difficult to comprehend. And thus, in the past, even the demigods were unable to reach any firm conclusion in that regard, O Nachiketa. Choose some other boon. Do not force me to discharge my promise in this instance. Now this is very interesting, because this reply of Yamaraj clarifies the Nachiketa's question to us. If he asks, is there life after death? Then why would Yamaraj use word dharma here? Why? What has to do with dharma or adharma? Are you living or you are not after death? No? Are you there or you are not there? And particularly dharma here refers to a person. Look how it is translated. This personality called dharma is difficult to comprehend. The dharma itself is difficult to comprehend. System of dharma. What is dharmic? What is adharmic? What is to be done? What is not to be done? Even that is difficult to comprehend. No? Same statement we know in Mahabharata. When was this Shakuni and Duryodhana doing the gambling match and cheating Pandavas? Bhishma was sitting there, and Dhritarashtra was sitting there, and others were, you may say, neutral parties sitting there, and they knew that Shakuni is cheating, but they didn't know. They couldn't prove it. And then the stake came, Draupadi. Correct? And they lost it in gambling. So, Yudhishthira lost himself first, then he lost his wife. Can we pledge his wife after he lost himself? So that was asked, is it proper or is it not proper? So some were complaining, this is not proper. And they asked Bhishma, and he says it's difficult to tell what is dharma, what is adharma. He agreed for gambling, he lost himself. Can he lose wife? Does wife belong to him already when he lost himself? Can he put her at the stake in gambling or not? So Bhishma said, it is difficult to tell what is dharma, what is adharma sometimes. So you see, we need a guru, we need self-realized soul, we need the sadhus, we need Vyasadev, somebody to tell us. Prabhupada, he tells us what is right, what is wrong. So you see, this question itself, the answer to his question clarifies Nachiketa's doubt. It's not about is there life after that. He said, you want to know about position of jiva after the moksha. This is difficult to understand. This portion of dharmic understanding is difficult to comprehend even for devatas. Why would devatas have problem? Is there life after that? Why would they have problem with that? Devatas are living 10,000 years. They are seeing hundreds of our lives from the Swarga Loka, looking down, and you die and you take birth, and you die and take birth, you die and take birth. They see us 100 times dying in front of their nose. No? And Manu sees 71 Indras in his lifetime, or 72. No? And Brahma, that happens in day of Brahma, 14 Manus. And now Brahma doesn't know there is life after that. Why they would be confused, devatas? Because he is speaking. Devatas are also in material world. What is the nature of moksha? Even they are bewildered. Ooh, yeah, that's a good question. Even we are bewildered. You see that? That makes sense, what Madhva translates, no? It makes sense, and this really clarifies, no? And also, immediately Madhvas will quote. What they will quote? This is a... Okay. Here, Madhva quotes immediately. What he quotes? Vishnu Sahasranam, Ramo Viramo Virajo, Margo Neyo Neyo Nayaha, Viraj Shaktimatam Sreshto, Dharmo Dharmavid Uttamaha. One of the Vishnu's name is Dharma. Okay? One of the Vishnu's name is Dharma. So therefore the translation goes that, it's difficult to understand that person, even for devatas. And that is true. Even devatas have difficulty understanding Supreme Lord. Correct? And Dharma. No? Why did Indra flood Vrindavan? No? Why did Shiva and Ganapati and Kartikeya fight against the Krishna and Pradyumna and Aniruddha and all the Vaishnavas? Correct? There's a problem. They have difficulties in understanding who is supreme. So many instances are there, no? Like that in the Shastra. So therefore it makes sense that actually the Nachiketa is asking about what is the position of jiva in moksha, what is its relation with the Lord, what is the means of establishing that relation, like that. Okay, and now, what is Yamaraj's reply? What did he say, Yama? Yama said, Nachiketa, choose some other boon. Don't force me to discharge my promise. I promise I'll fulfill your boon, but you are asking too much. You're a small boy. Devatas cannot understand what you will understand. Okay. So now, Yama is testing, as a guru, he is testing Nachiketa. You really want to know, you really want to surrender. Yeah? Sometimes guru, when we approach him for diksha, some gurus say, okay, wait 1 year, 2 years. One boy waited 11 years for Mukunda Maharaj to give him diksha. And Maharaj, after 11 years, I think you are firm. Yes, okay, I'll give you initiation. Guru has right to test, to see seriousness of disciple. And also, to emphasize importance of the subject. Yamaraj does this. Even devatas will understand. What you will understand? Forget it, I'm not discussing. No, I want to know, I want to learn. This is my opportunity, no? It's just to impress the importance of the subject. It's not just, okay, first boon was 1 sentence back. Second boon was 3-4 shlokas. Now the third boon will be all the rest of Kaṭha Upaniṣad, means another 100 shlokas. So that's what Yamaraj is going to discuss. So he's putting importance. See how important is this. Even devatas can comprehend. What you will do, small boy? Are you sincere? Are you really that type of jnani? Are you really so wise and self-realized soul? You're going to follow what I say? No? So he's testing here. But Nachiketa won't waver, you know. Okay, let's see this. This is Nachiketa now is replying back to Yamaraj. Devari atrapi vichikitsitam kila tvam chamrityoyan na sugiyam athatha vakta chasya tvadrigo anyo nalabhyo nanyo varustulya etasya kaschit Nachiketa says, even though you say the demigods came to no firm conclusion, and that this matter is not easily understood, still I ask, for there is no other speaker like you, nor is there any boon equal to this, or that personified. So he said, that's the point, that I'm asking, even devatas are asking, that I want to know, this is what I want to know, that secret knowledge I want to know. He's turning the argument in his favor. Devatas cannot, that's what I want to know. You are the one who knows, you are that personified. You know, you are seeing this side, we are seeing this side of the screen. We don't know other side of the screen. You are standing there and you are the one who is receiving people on this side. You know what happens to liberated soul. Those who are dying, they are taking birth again. But in front of your eyes, some people are getting moksha. What is happening? What are they emerging? Or they are individual, or they are with Vishnu and Vaikuntha. What do they do? You tell us. You are one of the 12 Mahajanas. You are Mahabhagavata. You are a great devotee of the Lord. Who else will tell me? I'm not going to miss this opportunity. Answer my boon. Give me my boon. So he is firm. He is into it. He is really, so he is insisting. Shatayusav putra pautran vrinishva bahun pashun hasti hiranyam ashwan bhumer mahad ayatanam vrinishva swayam chajiva sharado yavad ichhasi. Now Yamaraj continues to tempt Nachiketa. Yama, choose sons and grandsons who will live 100 years. Choose numerous cows and elephants, golden horses. Choose a worldwide empire and live as many autumns as you desire. And Nachiketa says, okay. And that was the end of Kaṭha Upaniṣad. Good, I was not Nachiketa, because there you will be not reading Kaṭha Upaniṣad. I say, all right, good deal, Yamaraj, thank you very much. See you after 100 years. It's a temptation, correct? Now we are all renounced because we have nothing, no? But if somebody offers me 10 crores, will you see me tomorrow for the class? I'll send you postcard. Dear Prabhu's pranam, I'm preaching now in Hawaii. No? It's temptation, it's a habit. And this is a small boy, and his father did so much sacrifice to achieve heavenly planets. And here Yama said, what sacrifice? I'll give you whatever you want. No? It just came so easy. What a temptation. It's a difficult one. So even Nachiketa said to Yamaraj, yes, I'm going to listen, I'm going to follow, I'm stick to my... Still Yamaraj is testing him. Will you leave on half? Will you be able to understand, comprehend what I teach? For that purpose, if you want to realize spiritual truth, your mind must be free from material desires. So I'm offering. Are you disturbed? Are you still keeping some hope? Let me enjoy, at least in the old age. At least when I get retired, I will have my savings. And then you see this temptation are getting more and more as Yamaraj offer. So he's testing, Okay, you say, yes. Sometimes you say, Maharaj, I want Diksha. Are you going to chant 60 rounds every day? Yeah. Every day? Yeah. Now you are chanting. I'm not chanting, but I will chant. Are you going to stop eating outside? Are you eat only Krishna Prasadam? Are you going to stop, going to cinema? Are you going to stop going on marriages and eat around? No? So all these things, Guru will ask. Yeah. And if Guru is not convinced, he say, okay, then wait another 6 months, then we'll see. So after 6 months, how are you doing? Did you follow this at least for 6 months? Therefore, we have this buffer we call pranam mantra. We give you first pranam mantra, Guru, you chant for 6 months, show us that you are consistent. Then only we'll recommend for initiation. This little for safety of Guru and disciple, kind of, because people are enthusiastic when they are with devotees. As soon as they come out, they become enthusiastic in the reverse way. They become again, kind of bewildered. So these are the tests. Okay. So Yama still want to test him because subtle knowledge of Dharma, of the liberated soul, should not be taught to a person attached to material enjoyment. So this is where people don't understand us. They don't understand us. We want to develop love of God. We want to stop repeated birth and death. We want to seriously follow what Dharma says to achieve that high stake. So what happened is that People think, oh, you're fanatics, you're not eating outside. What is that problem? Eat vegetarian food. Nobody is asking you to eat garlic, onion, or meat. Be vegetarian, but why only Krishna Prasadam? Why you're not eating outside? What's the problem going a little bit out? There was a joke, I just heard last night joke. One devotee said, you can watch cricket, no problem, but just see Krishna in heart of everyone. It's a difficult one, you know. Then I can go with dancing girls also watching them because I can see Krishna in heart of all of them. Particularly focus around that region, around the heart, you know. So you understand, there is no way of having spiritual knowledge while these material desires are cultivated consciously. No? Even tenth offense against the holy name says same thing, no? That we go on cultivating material desires. We are chanting and consciously cultivating material desires. What is it? Shrutepi nama mahatmya. Although I heard glories of the holy name, yav priti ragito naraha aham mamadi paramo namni sopyara. Still I'm maintaining consciously me and mine, bodily conscious concept of life, material desires cultivating, you know, consciously. That doesn't work. If you're honest, even if you have material desires, but if you're honestly endeavoring to overcome them, that is fine, that is good attitude. But if you are cultivating chanting and expecting money, expecting name, expecting fame, expecting position, expecting recognition, expecting some enjoyment, no? Now we are senior devotees. Now we should have nice AC room and we should have a silk cloth, new kurta, and a nice watch and maybe one servant to wash my clothes, put mosquito net, something, you know. If you are expecting, then no spiritual knowledge will be revealed. So the Yama is testing. This is the highest truth. This is, now we are not talking about material world, birth and death and this and that, and about karma, punya, papam. We are not talking about it. Now we are talking about spiritual world, about liberated souls, about activities of Vaikuntha. This is the finest knowledge, the essence, the truth, the ultimate goal of everyone. So are you ready? Are you sure? You are free from these disturbances of mind. You're a small boy. What do you know about life? No? Many people now say this, and that I will read Gita when I get old. No, Gita, I respect that when I get old. Now enjoy life. No clue what they will understand. No, Gita is book how to live life, and at the end of life you will read manual book how to live life. No, it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, you know. Okay, so this is the now proposition by Yamaraj. And then, Eta tulyam yadi manyase varam vrinishva vittam chirajivikam cha mahabhaumam nachiketastam edi kamanam tvakama bhajam karomi. Choose, if you will, a boon similar to this. Choose wealth and longevity. Be a monarch of the entire earth. I will make you the envy of worldly men. Wow. Anybody? Difficult. Now this is a big temptation for a small boy. Big temptation. No? Is it? No? Choose, okay, I don't know what you want. I'm proposing. But you choose any boon like that, no problem. Any boon like that, I'll give, no problem. Wealth, long life. What do the people pray for? Daily people come to temple, to church, to mosque. What do they pray for? Give us good health, give us good progeny, give us happy life, correct? Good business, good wife, good children, correct? What else? These are basic things, no? Be monarch of the entire earth, being emperor of the world, and I'll make you envy of worldly men. What means envy of worldly men? Ranga Ramanuja in commentary explained that man desires woman, beautiful maidens. They are the objects of desire. Now he say, I will make you the object of desire. That these beautiful ladies, they will want you. And therefore you'll become envy of worldly men. You'll have name, fame, position, and the ladies will be after you. Everyone is after them, they will be after you. Temptation. No? So this is what Ranga Ramanujas give commentary. That's why men will be envy of you. You have all the wealth, all the power, all the women. We're gonna kill you. There is no way. You are our competitor because everybody wants this. Because everybody imitates God in material world. Aham mameti. I'm in charge. Why he's in charge? I want that girl. Why he wants that girl? I want money. Why he wants money? This is material world. What is material world? Fight over sense gratification. The rat race, who will come first to the girl? Who will come first to the money? Who will come first in the power? That's what is material world. Anything else? Anybody see anything else? Apart from spiritual life, which is preaching to the holy name around it, no? What else is in material world? You tell me. Tell me anybody anywhere in the world now, describe his job to me and tell me he doesn't fit this description. Either he is after money, or after a woman, or after a position. What else is doing? Nothing else in material world to do, no? So now this is similar in Bhagavatam, if you remember, Muchukunda Lila. When Krishna arranges that Kalayavana gets killed by the Muchukunda in the cave, no? Then Krishna appears to Muchukunda, who is his devotee. Now look at this exchange. Krishna says, I'll give you any boon, whatever you want. Same thing, any boon, whatever you want. And Muchukunda says, all our people of this world, both men and women, are bewildered by your illusory energy. Unaware of their real benefit, they do not worship you, but instead seek happiness by entangling themselves in family affairs, which are actually source of misery. Now this is reply of Muchukunda. It's not over. The person has an impure mind, who despite having somehow or other automatically obtained the rare and highly evolved human form of life, does not worship your lotus feet. Like an animal that has fallen into blind well, such a person has fallen into the darkness of material home. Muchukunda is replying to Mukunda, to Krishna, that you want to give me material boons, but I understand what's this material world all about. No? And then he goes on, I have wasted all this time, O unconquerable one, becoming more and more intoxicated by my domain and opulence as an earthly king, misidentifying with the mortal body as a self, becoming attached to children, wives, treasury, and land. I suffered endless anxiety. He didn't say, I enjoy all these things. And Nachiketa knows this. He read Bhagavatam. He knew it. Oh, you are tempting him. You are tempting me with temporary thing. I'm seeing other people suffering. I see my father in tension. He wants to achieve something, and when I pointed out fault in his process, he cursed me. I died. No? I was obstacle on his. I was disturbance to him to fulfill his material desire. When you come on the path of other men's highway to his desires, they will run over you. No? We are good friends, but I want that land, you want that land. Sure, I'll cheat you, anything, become enemy on the spot. Whether we are brothers or not, doesn't matter. Fight, no? Material world. Yeah, anyway, all right. With deep arrogance, I took myself to be the body, which is a material object like a pot or a wall. Thinking myself a good among men, I traveled the earth surrounded by my charioteers, elephants, cavalry, foot soldiers, generals, disregarding you in my deluding pride. And that's what it is. That's what it is. Look who comes to temple. Simple people. Prabhupada say in Kali Yuga, mostly women. No? Simple people come. How many croropatis we have in our congregation? How many ministers we have? How many High Court, Supreme Court judges we have sitting here on the class in Salem? How many collectors and commissioners we have sitting here? How many croropatis are here, business people? Nobody, because they are so bewildered. The more money you have, the bigger position you have, the more Maya you have to deal with. And when we say, Cheng Hare Krishna, no time, I'm big, I'm important, I'm minister, I'm chief minister, I'm prime minister, I'm ex-minister. No? There's a problem, there's a problem. So here the Muchukunda is exposing this. I had all of this and I was in illusion, I forgot you, Lord. And that's what it is. That's what it is. When you are rich and famous, they think, I'm maintaining temples. I'm only giving donation to these fellows. Huh? You come to rich men, how do they treat you in the house? Just like their servant. Bolo, what do you want? Oh, we need some donation. Okay, sit. Come Monday. You come Monday, come Friday. Then I give you 1,000 rupees and then 10,000 advices. You should do this, you should do that, you should do this, you should do this. No? It's like this, The more rich you are, the more you are intoxicated. It's difficult. There are few devotees like Ambarish Prabhu, who was born in a rich family, does business, remain rich, and giving tremendous donation to the ISKCON, to temple, to Prabhupada in Prabhupada service. But rare are those souls. How much he given? $36 million for Temple of Vedic Planetarium in Mayapur. Wow, that's a big thing. $36 million. It's a big thing. No? Maybe more. That was a few years ago. No? So that's possible, but one has to be detached. Okay, so what is his final response to Krishna? All powerful one, I desire no boon other than service to your lotus feet. Na kamayenyam tava pada sevanat. Very good, no? Akinchan, I have no material desires. All powerful one, I desire no boon other than service to your lotus feet. The boon most eagerly sought by those free of material desires. Oh Hari, what enlightened person who worships you, the giver of liberation, would choose a boon that caused his own bondage? And that's the point. People are coming and they are praying to God. God, please keep me in material world. Krishna, please keep me in material world. Who is praying like this? Everyone who asks for money. This rupee doesn't work in Vaikuntha. It's a different currency there, There is one Krishna. Yeah? So you ask for money, you stay in material. You ask for health, you stay in material. You ask for children, you stay in material. You ask for wife, you stay in material. You ask for property, position, job, exam. All prayers are, Bhagavan, please let me stay in material. Please let me. All right. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. This is what it is. Okay. So this is from Muchukunda, no? Muchukunda's. So now the Bhagavan says, the Supreme Lord says, O Emperor, great lurer, your mind is pure and potent. Though I incite you with benedictions, your mind was not overcome by material desires. Now again, Krishna says, I was just testing, I was just checking, are you interested? No? No? So Guru is testing us, Krishna is testing us. Maya also testing, no? I understand that I incited you with benediction just to prove that, understand that I incited you with the benediction just to prove that you would not be deceived. The intelligence of my unalloyed devotee is never diverted by material blessings. You see this? Perhaps we are only one on the planet, except maybe Madhvas and Ramanujas, Nimbarkas and Pushti Margis, that we teach, don't pray for material benefit. No other religion in the world will tell you this. Do not pray for material benefit, you're going to stay in material world. Now, we are only one. This was amazing to hear from Prabhupada, when you hear, wow, don't ask material benefit. Wow, that's pure love, that's pure devotion. No, that's something amazing. Okay, so let's continue. We have quite few shlokas to cover. Ye kama durlabha martya loke sarvan kamams chandata prarthayasva ima rama sarata saturya na hidrisha lambaniya manushyaye abirmat prathabi paricharyasva na chiketo maranam manuprakshi. Now again, Yamaraj is asking, Nachiketa, don't ask about what happens after that. Don't ask what happens in moksha. Whatsoever is difficult of attainment in this mortal world, whatever you may desire, ask that thing of me. Take beautiful women seated on chariots and playing musical instruments. Such as these are not obtainable by man. Be waited upon by these maidens given by me, O Nachiketa. Do not ask about the condition of liberated soul after that. No. So again, tempting. Ask whatever you want, whatever you want. I'll give you women, they are not worldly one. They are not from this, your earthly planet. I'll give you apsaras from the heavenly planet. No? They will wait upon you, they will serve you, they will cook for you, they will bath you, they will sing for you, they will dance for you. What else you want? Don't ask about this, what happens to after that. So, why is that? Why again he's offering? This is quite some shlokas he's offering different boons to make his mind more firm. You know, because when you tell me something one time, two time, three times, after some time I say, no, stop it. No, you're making me more firm if I'm having this resolute power. Correct? You'll make me know. And he's hearing, all right, and no. Answer, give me my boon. You promise. That's why boon I want. I don't want any other boon. No, so this is, Yamaraj is making him strong and proving to himself and to everyone else, Nachiketa is ripened, ready to hear transcendental knowledge. He is sincere. Huh? Otherwise, you'll be like this. Just teach anybody, any karmi. Why not go enlighten somebody who is full of material desire and space out and this, that? No, it doesn't work like this. Show sincerity. Show, are you ready to hear? Even Bhagavan came in front of Duryodhan. What did Duryodhan, did he accept him? Did he offer prana? No, he's, oh, I'm emperor and you are some, who are you? Are you Kshatriya or Vaishya? In childhood you are tending cows, you are Vaishya. Now you are playing prince. We don't know who are you. And now Krishna show partial Vishwarupa in front of Duryodhan to Shasana, and Duryodhan said, yeah, practice some yoga, some magic. He said. Didn't believe, didn't accept. You see that? Even God is in front of him, he did not accept. So these are all these things discussed. Okay. Now, Nachiketa replies again. Shubhava martyasya yad antaikaitat sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejaha api sarvam jivitam alpameva tavaiva vahas tava nritya gite. Now this is very amazing reply by the small boy. These things are temporary and cause the aging of the senses of the embodied soul. O terminator. Then look at the word. O terminator. Even the utmost duration life is meager. Let his vehicles then say, singers remain yours. I don't want. You are the one who is stopping all this enjoyment, terminator. You're bluffing me. You are going to put end of it. I'll be running after some beautiful girl and you say, tup, heart attack, come to me. Okay? No, we had this Cardinal Daniel who was discussing with Prabhupada. In 1 month he died in the brothel, in the prostitute's house of heart attack. He was old man trying to enjoy life. No? It's a fact, come on. So he's telling, you are offering, you are the one who stops all the enjoyments for everyone and put end to everything, and you are tempting me this. You keep all this. Anyway, you're going to take them back to you. So you keep it from beginning. No? And what he says, look at this, Ranga Ramanuja gives a commentary here. Api sarvam jivitam alpameva. Api sarvam jivitam alpameva. Everyone's life is short. Even Lord Brahma's. Even Lord Brahma's life is short. Because what is this 100 years of Brahma compared to eternity, to eternal life? Just like this. Gone. Brahma is gone. Mahavishnu inhales and all Brahmas in all universe are gone. And he exhales. The Brahmas are born. And then, and they are gone. And he thinks, I'm Brahma. Baba. The longest life in the universe is Brahma's life. No? No, 1 moment. Brahma stolen the boys, calves and boys from the Krishna Vrindavan. Took them away, looked back, and 1 year was gone. 1 moment in Brahma Loka is 6 months. So, what is that, Nimesh? Something, 6 months, 6 months. 1 year was gone. Brahma just did like this, look down, 1 year is gone. No? So look at the life of Brahma. And this boy is saying, even Brahma lives short life. I don't want all of this. No? And people are into it. If I can live longer, if you could live longer. No? I just got link. One devotee who is preaching in colleges, he sent me a link, a video, one scientist speaking. Today, science, by genetically modifying DNA and other DNA modification, genes modification, all this stuff, we already extended life of man for 5 to 10 years. Very promising. No? So they are dreaming about it. They want long life. They want it. Why these rich people are investing heavily in science? To save their life. You understand? Some people know how to read from the lips, to save themselves. Okay, sorry. We have to continue. We have so much to cover. Okay, so what did Nachiketa say? These things are temporary and cause the aging of the senses of the embodied soul. Now, our mind and senses has to be focused on the Lord. You are going to ruin my senses into sex activity, into thinking of getting money, because for sex you have to pay. Nothing comes for free. At least you have to have a house. At least you have to have regular income. Otherwise, who will marry you? Nobody will marry you. You are in ashram, nobody will marry you. Blessing. So, anyway, you got the point. So these things are temporary and cause the aging of the senses of the body. Tell me, even the utmost duration life is meager. Let these vehicles, dances, and singers remain yours. Now he makes the point. Navitena tarpaniyo manushyo lapsyamahe vittam adrakshma chetva jivishyamo yavat ishisyas tvam varustume varaniyas saeva. Man is never satisfied by wealth. We shall at any rate get riches having seen you, and shall live long as you feel fit to govern. That boon which I choose, that alone is to be chosen by me. He say, already I am seeing you, Yamaraj, Devata, so definitely I'll get wealth. By having darshan of Devatas means you get so much punya. By punya you get wealth. So he say, anyway, this is automatically coming for me. And anyways, I will live as long you feel fit to govern. Means you are the one who is going to cut my life anyway. So I will live how much you allow me. I'm meeting you, I'm pleasing you, I'm your disciple. So I live long life, don't worry. These whole boons are already included in mine. I don't want any. So why don't you answer my question? Give me that boon. He's smart, no? He's very smart. No? And he makes the point. Man is never satisfied by wealth. Anybody disagree? You explain to me, why would man who is 96 years old, who has 700 crores according to his auditor, 700 crores, why does he goes again every morning like mad in office, and he miss one day in the office, he becomes very upset? Why he still wants to earn money? He can't spend it. Even if he spends 1 crore per day, he has 700 of those. I don't think he will live 2 years. He is 96. Sorry, but he already died. He was 96 when he died. No? Even if you spend 1 crore per day, what you are going to do is spend, how many dosa you can eat? 1,000, 2,000, because I'm a rich man, I can eat 2,000. You can't eat 2,000 dosas. You understand the paradox of this issue. Where are you going to spend all this money? Why you are working again and again? Because of greed, no? Never satisfied, no? When material desire is satisfied, then lobha comes, greed comes. When it's not satisfied, krodha comes, anger comes. Correct? Always you suffer. Whether you're satisfied, you're not satisfied. No? Prabhupada gives a dilika laddu. What is it? Dilika laddu prashtaya, kaya, prashtaya, nekaya, ovi prashtaya. Dilika laddu. If you tasted the laddu in Delhi, those who tasted, they always longing, oh, I want one more laddu in Delhi. And those who did not taste it, they heard about it, so they are longing also, oh, I also want to taste a laddu in Delhi. And laddu you want, what means Delika laddu? They don't make laddus in Delhi, by the way. All right. Maybe if you say Mathura laddu, that I will understand, Mathura peda or something. But Delhi, there is no laddu in Delhi. Ajiryatam amritanam upetya jiryan martya kvatad asta prajanam abhidhyayan varnarati pramodan ati dirge jivite korameta. Having attained that place, which is devoid of the descriptive of age, which is the abode of those who are deathless, O knowledgeable one, has such a person ever fallen down from there? Who can derive happiness from long life contemplating mundane beauty, pleasure and affection? So he is asking really, you tell me about this liberated soul. Once you go there, did anybody fall back or not? You see, he is asking, very clear what he is asking. No? Has such a person ever fallen down from there? No? Once you achieve the abode of deathlessness, Amritam, eternal abode, is anybody coming back or not? Krishna says in Gita, Yadgatva nani vartante tadhama paramamama. Once you go, you don't come back. That is the message. So here, Nachiketa has these 2 points. That no person would like to be interested in worldly things and worldly life after meeting Guru like Yamaraj. After meeting you, why should I go after these material things? You are spiritual, you are Mahabhagavat, you are Mahajana. So I have to make my life perfect. I have to make best use of such an opportunity. No? I'm meeting such a Guru of such a caliber. So definitely I will not ask something foolish and temporary. You come to reach man, big difficulty to meet him through this contact, that contact, through this business friends, to relatives, through the wife. You come and meet him and say, sir, please, 11 rupees we are asking. You are a fool. No? When Bali Maharaj received Vamanadev, Vamana is a small boy, and he laughed. Oh, you're looking very effulgent and you look very attractive, young boy, Brahmana Pakha, with your dress and with your stick. So, you came in front of king, ask any boon. So Vamana asked, please, dear king, give me 3 steps of land. And Bali Maharaj, you came to king. Once you come to me, you should never ever in your life ask anything from anybody else. I'm the king, I can give you for all life. Ask a lot of land, the cows and the wife and the chariots and the horses and elephants, whatever you want. Don't ask this 10 rupees from me. No? But of course, he misunderstood a little bit. Who is that Vamana? You know the Leela. But same principle was there, no? When I came in front of Yamaraj, Nachiketa said, why should I ask these material things now? I came in front of you who can deliver me from birth and death. Why should I ask something less? No? How can derive happiness from long life contemplating mundane beauty, pleasures and affection? Even all life you are into it, still you are not satisfied. You are not going to be satisfied. And then he says, why I want long life? You want to prolong my life. But you are not prolonging my youth. You are only prolonging old age, correct? May you live 100 years. Don't curse me, Baba, you know. If I, whatever, you know, now stop it, Baba. Old age means suffering. Senses, body, all faculties are simply suffering. May you live 120 years. From 100 to 120, how you feel? Only pleasure will be, you'll come in newspapers, the oldest man on the planet. That's all pleasure. Otherwise suffering. You can't digest anything, you can't see properly, you can't hear properly, you can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't work, you can't go in toilet yourself. What an embarrassment, no? Somebody has to help you to go even to bathroom, no? And then you think, oh, let me live, you know, more. Why you want to live in that bag which you call your body, you know? It's miserable, no? So these are this... Nachiketa says, what is the point? Look what he says. You want me to live long life and enjoy these things, but when I get old, if I have long life, how will I enjoy? I can't enjoy women, I can't enjoy horses, I cannot enjoy moving around, I cannot enjoy eating, I can't even hear your music is disturbance, I'm getting headache. What is enjoyment? Old man is sitting and just thinking. Oh, when I was young, there was a beautiful girl. When I was young, I was in charge. When I was young, I punished it. You know, how can you derive happiness by contemplating on those things? Is it happiness only in the mind? No, it doesn't really happen in real life. Just that concept. Oh, I'll be happy. I will be happy. We'll enjoy life. We'll enjoy life. We have to speed up. Okay. Yasmin idam vichikitsanti mrityo yata samparaye mahati bruhina stat. Yo yam varo kudam anupravishto nanyam tasman nachiketa vrinite. Now the boy is very resolved in his determination. Of that matter about which men inquire, of the great salvation, of Vishnu speak, or that, because this subject is confidential, Nachiketa choose no other boon. So this is where first adhyaya and first chapter, first valley is finished. So Yamaraj tested his disciples and he said, no, I'm not bulging, you're going to answer my question. Give me that boon. That I'm asking about. Okay, so we'll continue now with chapter 1, but part 2. They call it Adhyaya 1, but the Vali is 2. There are 2 chapters in Kaṭha Upaniṣad, to remind you. Each chapter has 3 parts. So we just finished first part of the first chapter. So only 5 parts left. Don't worry. We are eternal. We have plenty of time. Okay. So now Yamaraj say, okay, I'm going to instruct you. Now spiritual instruction starts. Now the Yamaraj is actually going to teach him spiritual knowledge, Atma Vidya. Okay. Anyat Shreyonyat Utaiva Preyas Tiube Nanarte Purusham Sinita Tayo Shreya Adadhanasya Sadhu Bhavati Hiyate Irtad Ya Upreyo Vrinite. Now what he says, first thing what Yama says, when he preached to somebody, what the first thing we teach? The difference between spirit and matter. The difference between material life and spiritual life. We immediately compare. Look, you think this is life, but there is some other life also. You think this is the goal of life, but there is something else goal of life. So look what Yama says. The ultimate good, Shreya, Anya Shreyo, and the immediate good, prayas, Utaiva prayas, are distinctly different. They bind the living being to different goals. Now this is very interesting. The Yama was asked, what happened after moksha? He said, people live material life and some people live spiritual life. Some are attached to material things, some are attached to spiritual things. So in spiritual there is also attachment, but it's spiritual. It's one which gives moksha. Huh? Attachment is good if it's to Krishna. We have that asakti. No? Asakti is attachment to Krishna. That is good. Attachment to Krishna's form, Krishna's names, Krishna's qualities, Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's devotees, Krishna's abode, Krishna's leelas. That attachment gives you moksha. Attachment to material name, fame, glory, world, country, wife, children, dog. Even Prabhupada says attachment to one gulab jamun will make you take birth again and eat it, satisfy that desire. But if it's prasadam, I think it's okay. No? So they bind living being to different goals. Of the two, Shreya is productive of liberation for one who accepts it, while one who chooses prayas misses the chains of salvation and becomes degraded. So first thing is, I offer you all these material things and you refuse them. So you are not attached. You are not after prayas. Correct? So here, Yamaraj start answering question, clearly defining this Shreya and prayer. Look, Srila Prabhupada's definition. Shreya and prayer, they are 2 words. Prayer means immediate benefit, immediate happiness, just like sense gratification, immediate. And Shreya means the permanent happiness. So Shreya acharanam sada, in this human form of life, you should not be, I mean to say, deviated by some temporary happiness. We should seek after the permanent happiness. So then Prabhupada gives super example, super clear that you cannot miss it. Just like child playing all day. Father says, my dear child, you read. He says, oh, I don't like to read. This is called prayer. Prayer, child is playing all day. Children, they want to play. They don't want to study. Correct. So prayer, what is immediately dear and enjoyable, this is prayer. So father say, no, stop playing, you read. It's good for you. But child cannot see that is good for him. So child feels burdened. Who wants to read? No? No child wants to read. I mean, there are a few nice boys here who really like to read. But generally, children like to play. So this is prayer. It's very dear to play. But to take to education is not so liking to the children. Because he is foolish. He does not know how that without education, his future life will be in darkness. You see? So this is Shreya and prayer. So Yamaraj's first instruction is, Nachiketa, 2 things are there. 2 streams are there. Somebody running after temporary enjoyment, somebody running after spiritual realm. You know. Now, Prabhupada again explains. So, because child is foolish, does not know. How do we know what is the Shreya for us? Tasmat Gurum Prapadeta Jigyasu Shreya Uttamam. Guru will teach Shreya Uttamam. What is the topmost benefit for us? You have to approach Guru. So Nachiketa did. He came to Yamaraj. Now Yamaraj said, now I'll tell you what is Shreya, what is prayer. I'll teach you that. Now Bhaktivinoda Thakur goes one step further. Prayer means that what is dear, and Shreya means that what is ultimately good. Even you don't like what you know. I have to wake up. At the beginning you have to wake up Mangalat, you have to finish Maran. After sometimes you start liking it. When taste comes, so Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, when Shreya, which is ultimate good, becomes prayer, becomes dear to you, then this is perfection of spiritual life. It's nicely said. It's okay. So Madhvas, they comment on this shloka. Madhvas explain what is Yamaraj teaching here. He say, what is that Shreya? That is Brahma Jnana. That is knowledge about spiritual life. That is knowledge about Atma, that is knowledge about God, that is knowledge about moksha. That is Brahma Jnana. And the other one, what is that other knowledge? Praya. Wives, sons, properties, all material, objects of material sense gratification. So first, that is first instruction. Yamaraj immediately demarcates. This is the material, this is the spiritual. This is material progress, this is spiritual, but spiritual is good. Prayer is not good. And also, by saying the ultimate good, immediate good, is different. So he says here, of the two, Shreya is better. So because boy is asking about moksha, Yamaraj say, yes. He glorifies moksha here. Yes, this is proper. Your question is good. You should ask about moksha. So here glorifies that inquiry about moksha. Yes, this is proper. What you are asking. No? Okay, let's read another shloka. Shreyascha prayascha manushyameta tausam paritya vinvikta dhira. Shreyo hidiro bipreyaso vrinite, preyo mando yoga kshemat vrinite. The ultimate good and the immediate good both proffer themselves to the living being, but the sober carefully discriminate between the two. The wise rejects the prayers and choose instead the shreyas. The foolish choose the prayers and the resultant conceptions of gain and preservation of acquisition. So now he is more clarifying, making it more clear that both things are temptation, both things come to men, both paths are open, both things are available for us to choose. But he said the wise reject the prayers and choose shreyas. All material world, all our life, we have been lied to by the parents, by the teachers, by the schools, by the TV, by the government, by the propaganda, that you will be happy in material life. And when you read the Shastra, so much, you say, this dukkhalayam shashvatam, you cannot be happy in material life. Nobody is happy in material life. You cannot be because it's temporary. You cannot. Atma is eternal and the matter is temporary. How can matter satisfy Atma? Therefore you get little happiness, small fragments of happiness. Therefore today's people in the West, everybody is speaking this one sentence. Enjoy, live in the moment, enjoy now. Because they know next moment you're going to suffer. It's so clear. But you fool, why don't you open your eyes and stop this temporary happiness? No, just pretend it's not there, no? Rabbit sees the wolf and then covers his eyes. Oh, there is no wolf. I cannot see him. But anyway, so now this is the explanation. Just a second, I'm a little bit out of track here. This is shloka 2. Okay, now Prabhupada explained this in relation to prayer and shreya. Just a second. And here, if you notice, the word dhira is used. Okay, dhira. No? So Prabhupada explains like this. Every living being is searching after happiness. But no one knows where eternal and unlimited happiness is obtainable. This is a fact. All of us are searching for happiness. Somebody asked us when we had some program, some house program, and one professor was a little learned and he was kind of inquisitive. Okay, let me see what these Hare Krishnas are speaking. So he spoke, we are not this body, this, that. He said, I just want to ask one question. What did it make you become Hare Krishna? I say, same thing what makes you become professor. You want to be happy, I want to be happy. But here, I heard happiness is somewhere else, not where you are looking for. So both of us are same. Both are seeking for happiness, but I'm looking one place, you're looking in another place. That's the difference. But since we met in the same place, maybe you will change your mind. He did not. Anyway, so it's a fact. Every living entity is searching for happiness, but they do not know where to get it. Foolish man seeks after material sense pleasure as a substitute for real happiness. Look at this sentence by Prabhupada. Foolish man seeks after sense pleasure because they don't know spiritual pleasure. They don't know nectar of Krishna's name, kirtans, prasadam, satsanga, hearing the nectarian topics of Krishna. They don't relish this. So to substitute that, missing that pleasure, okay, then eat what you have. No? When you have nothing home to eat, 3 days old chapati, that's also good. You know, it's a little, what you call, chewy. But nothing else is there. So, I'm relishing it, no? But it's substitute for real chapati. No? So, I know it's a bad example, but it's a good example. No? So, same thing. They are not experiencing pleasure, so whatever is available, grab this, grab that. No? But such foolish men forget that temporary so-called happiness derived from sense pleasure is also enjoyed by the dogs and hogs. But same thing, what are you doing? Sex. A dog, pigeon have, 100 times a day sex. Monkeys, all the time jumping on each other, no? No animal, bird or beast is bereft of sense pleasure. That's available even in animal kingdom. In every species of life, including human form of life, such happiness is immensely obtainable. The human form of life, however, is not meant for such cheap happiness. The human life is meant for attaining the eternal and unlimited happiness by spiritual realization. The spiritual realization is obtained by tapasya or undergoing voluntarily path of penance. Tapasya is voluntarily path of penance and abstinence from material pleasure. Okay? Who is that? Those who have been trained for abstinence in material pleasures are called dhira, or men undisturbed by senses. You see that? So Shloka says, dhira chooses shreya. Adhira, those who are disturbed, they choose prayer. And that's the fact, no? Okay? All right. So next shloka. Sattvam priyan priya rupam chakaman abhidyaya nachiketo jas rakshisi tasya rakshihi naitam srinkam vitamanya mavapto yasyam majanti bhavo manushya. Having contemplated various desirable things, you have forsworn all allurements and pleasant forms, O Nachiketa. You did not accept the golden chain by which many men are bound. Now this is very beautifully spoken by Yamaraj, because Nachiketa took that chain given to him. But all other material benefit he refused. So Nachiketa said, Yamaraj said, you didn't take that golden chain. You did not fall into allurement. Golden chain means you are chained. You know what I mean? Not golden chain, but golden chain. Okay? Is that clear? No? So he said, you did not accept golden chain by which many men are bound. So it's very beautiful in their exchanges how they speak. Having contemplated various desirable things, priyan priya rupam shakaman. Although I offer you all these beautiful things, you did not. Okay, so this is quite clear. Let us not... let's go to next shloka. Duramete viparite vishuchi avidya yacha vidyeti gyata vidya bipsinam nachiketa samanye natva kama bahavo lolupanta. The wise know knowledge, vidya, and ignorance, avidya, to be separated by immense gulf. I think Nachiketa is a seeker of transcendental knowledge, for you had no desire for many desirable sense objects. Now this is the, what is it called, Yamaraj's, what do you call that when teacher give the report? Personal, progress report. Okay, something like that. Progress report, no? The wise know Vidya and Avidya. Now he is directly linking here to Preya, Avidya, and Shreya, Vidya. You see how subtly he introduces the topic, no? That's why Prabhupada say, all your education, you are learned in Avidya. You are PhD in Avidya. No? That's what it is. No? You are expert in ignorance. But you don't know who you are, you don't know how to stop repeated birth and death. And you are fool, you are uneducated. Educated person means one who knows the matter, the spirit, and controller of both. That is learned person. Otherwise you are not learned. You do not know. You do not know who you are. And then what else you could know? You don't know who you are. How can you tell me anything else in the world? But you know everything about grasshoppers' migrations in South Africa, you know. PhD in grasshoppers' migration. What up? I'm so impressed, you know. That's a bogus. So this is the immense gulf is there, like a night and day. No, it's complete opposite. No. Okay, let's read a little more. We are a little tight with time. Avidyaya mantare vartamana swayam dhira pandita manyamanaha dandra myamana paryantimuda adenaiva niyamana yatandaha. Residing in the midst of ignorance, but considering themselves to be learned scholars, the grossly foolish stager stagger round and round like a blind man led by the blind. No? So this is anda, again is used. Immediately what you remember? Anda yatandar upayamana. What is it? How it starts? Nate vidu swartagatim hi Vishnu. They do not know swartagatim. The best, the ultimate goal is Vishnu. Durasha bahirartha manina, bahirartha. They are looking for external objects. They are not seeing in their heart Vishnu. They are not seeing introspection. They are not seeing self-realization. Bahirartha manina. They are always attracted with external sense objects. Andayatanda. Blind man is following blind man. I will lead you. I am the, choose me. I'll be president. I'll be chief minister. I'll be this. I'll be that. And what I'm guiding you in material life, avidya. In the prayer. I'll give you prayer. I'll give you enjoyment, better money, better salary, more jobs, more income, less taxes. Oh, it's good. That's good, no? Yeah, we'll stay longer in material world. That's what we say. If we don't teach about God, we are going to prolong our material life. Okay. So basically, here the path of avidya is criticized. Yamaraj is now criticizing. He is teaching. He is making clear, this is wrong, this is right. This is Guru. No? Not the fellows who don't tell you what is right, what is wrong. No? Tell me clearly, what should I do, what should I not do to be happy, to achieve eternal happiness. So here the path of avidya is criticized, and those caught by ignorance are considered to be blind. No? So Prabhupada explains this. Natavidya swartagatim hi Vishnu durashaya. Durashaya means something, utopian hope, which will never be fulfilled. Durashaya. Difficult to achieve. And then, how this society is being led? Anda. The leader is a blind man. The so-called scientists, technologists, philosophers and others, they do not know what is the aim of life. He is a blind man and he is trying to lead other blind men. This is the position. So Prabhupada is just exposing everybody. Scientists, professors, politicians, philosophers, doctors, everybody blind. Everyone is blind. And this is true. We are all, and then come devotee, you know, education is important, degree is important, I have to send my children to Oxford. You're selling to your children to slaughterhouse. The best, most mechanized slaughterhouse in the world is Oxford. Because kills that knowledge about the soul, about God, it makes you atheist. How can you be devotee and still have this, oh, scientist important, professor to be important, doctor, engineer, degree? Why? Where is this coming from? ignorance, you see. So Prabhupada explained, who is this blind man? He lists them up. Because nobody thinks this refers to me. No, Prabhupada makes a list, checklist. Find yourself. Scientists, tick. Technologists, tick. Philosophers, tick. Professors, tick. Doctors, tick. Engineers, everybody blind man. No? And he is trying to lead another blind man. This is the position. This Prabhupada's family. So if a blind man tries to lead other blind men, what benefit they will get? Besides, they do not know what is the, and then continued conversation is a big. Prabhupada explains so nicely. No? Therefore, we read Prabhupada's books. It really just makes sense. It's all true. And it's so clear. You can't miss it. You can't mess it up, no? Then Prabhupada explains. The material body is the symbol of the gross and subtle form of forgetfulness. Look at this expression. Look how nicely he says. This gross body and subtle body, they are just gross and subtle form of forgetfulness. Why you get material body? Because you forget Krishna. Huh? Therefore, the whole atmosphere of material world is called avidya or nations, whereas the whole atmosphere of spiritual world is called vidya or full knowledge. There are different stages of avidya. What are different stages of avidya? Look at this. Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Because Vedas, Traigunya Vishaya Veda, Nistra Gunya Bhavarjuna, Vedas deal with three modes of material nature. Vedas offer material benefit to purify you, to cheat you, to benefit you. Like mother will put some sugar-coated medicine. What is it? Sweet, open mouth, and you swallow. Ooh, that was bitter. That was not sweet, no? But mother has to do to benefit. So Bhagavan gives this material karma kanda portion of Vedas where he give you, if you want to enjoy life, you want to sun, do this yagya, do this tapas, do this. How to give cow in charity. Okay, listen this. If you want to get full benefit of giving cow in charity, for 10 days you have to fast and drink only cow milk. Nothing else is allowed. You have to sleep on bare floor. Take bath the 10th day, do the puja to Vishnu, then give cow with the calf, in prime of her youth. Not a, a really good cow, with good, and decorate nicely and give to proper person who is devotee, who is Krishna conscious, who is, then you get full benefit. So what is the system? And what do you expect? Wealth, money, prosperity, good birth next, no? This is all, or heavenly regions. Who donates cows goes to the heavenly planets, no? So if you want that, you see, they make you purify. Then when you fast, when you worship Vishnu, then slowly you learn. You get purified, then you get higher understanding. Why should I go to heaven? I can go to Vaikuntha with same endeavor. Instead of aiming at Swarga, I aim at Vaikuntha. Correct? Instead of worshiping Devatas, I worship Vishnu. Mukti pradata sarvesham Vishnu reva na samshaya. If you want mukti, you have to worship Vishnu. He is only the giver of mukti. Now Prabhupada explained. This is Dharma, Artha, Kama. Obviously, these are clear. But why moksha? Prabhupada say avidya. The idea of moksha, liberation, held by monists in the matter of oneness of the living entity. Now, if you think I'm one with God, or I'll merge with the Lord, or I'll become God, and the Lord, by ultimate merging into one, is also the last stage of materialism of forgetfulness. That also, you are not still clear of Sambandha Jnana. You are still not clear, if you want to merge into Lord, that I am eternal servant of Lord, Krishna is Supreme Lord, and I have to serve Him. You are not clear that you are servant of God. So this is the last stage of materialism or forgetfulness. Knowledge or the qualitative oneness of the self and super self is partial knowledge. I am eternal, God is eternal. I am spirit, God is spirit. That is true, but that's partial knowledge. You can't based on that conclude I am God. No? And ignorance also, because there is no knowledge of quantitative difference. There is knowledge and ignorance. Quantitative difference means I am not creator, I am not one who teaches Brahma, I am not one who maintains everyone. I have no power. I need help to shift one bag of cement, Bhagavan is holding all the universe by His will. All planets are floating in the air. Bhagavan has such a power. I don't have. So quantitative difference is there, quantitative. As explained above, the individual self can never be equal to Lord in cognizance. You see that? In knowledge, there is no way that we are equal. Otherwise, he could not be placed in the state of forgetfulness. If I am God, why am I in Maya? Why am I suffering? Why am I forgetting who am I? You have to realize who are you. You are God. So God has to realize that He is God. Then He is not God. God is one who is never in ignorance, never in forgetfulness. No. So because the individual selves All living entities are prone to undergo a stage of forgetfulness. There is always gulf of difference between living entity and the Lord, as between the part and the whole. The part is never equal to the whole. So the conception of 100% equality of the living being with the Lord is also nescience, is also avidya. Correct? One drop of ocean is in quality equal to ocean. Same saltness, same elements, same chemicals. But can you in one drop of water accommodate some fishes or whales or sharks or boats or everything what is happening in ocean? No. So how you say is equal? Is equal but is not equal. Achintya bheda bheda tattva is equal but is not equal also. Quality is equal, quantity is different. We also conscious, but I'm not conscious of everything. Mostly I'm unconscious. No? So that is there, Okay, so 9 o'clock, we have to stop here and then we will continue tomorrow with Shloka 6. Thank you very much for your attention. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.